indicted for the video crowd. We was just talking about Mystical just got indicted for rape. Yeah, but just got indicted for rape again. Yeah, whenever you use the word again for things like rape and other like high profile crimes, it's over. It's a wrap. It's over. Like I said, what did I say when this first came out? There ain't no more Bruno Mars songs, bro. There ain't no Pharrell coming out helping no more. Like, it's over. Nobody's coming out to go visit you in prison. It's a wrap. This is the type of crime where the first time, the fact that you got back on top. Well, no, the Bruno Mars. Okay, for you to get back into a prominent position in the music, since. Now I got to use my words lightly now. What the fuck is this, unfiltered or not? Any pun that's made in this segment, this little mini segment about Mystical, is not on purpose. But yeah, man, again, Mystical was like the southern version of DMX, and it's like he's gone downhill in a different way. Like DMX was drugs. Mystical this is self-inflicted. Like, again, like I said this before, and again, I might be wrong, but for Flavor Flav to have a show about finding love with 30 different women, and it has to be like the ugliest nigga ever in the rap game, I just don't imagine that it should be that hard to get consensual pussy. Like that's my point. Like I said, this is Mystical's fault. I have nothing. I feel bad for whoever this woman is if this is true. And at this point, when you get indicted, the police have to believe that they have enough evidence to go with this. Yeah. Like a district attorney wouldn't go on with this case if they didn't believe they could win. And this is a high-profile case. District attorneys are people that have to be elected to the office. They'll only go after high-profile cases if they believe they're going to win. If the police lose this case, that's basically the end of somebody's political career, because you're going after in Louisiana at least, he's probably one of the 5, 6 on the top rappers in Louisiana history, and probably like I said 5, 6, maybe like 5. Like I said, after like Wayne, Mystical, anybody in the Hot Boys you want to throw in there, and C Murder, like it's. And again, Mystical musically is probably better than a couple of the Hot Boys to me. Like, I'd rather listen to Mystical than like Juvie and Turk. BG maybe. BG was probably the closest one. I feel like we thought way better of Juvenile than we probably should have. Juvenile is one of the ones where I look back on it and it's like, was we really listening to that, or was it just a beat?
We got some tracks.
Yeah.
We got tracks.
Right
behind us, since we talking about Juvie, they're crazy. That 400 degrees.
Yes, man. He was never something like, I would rather listen to Mystical than Juvie. Straight up. What was the album that Danger was on? I feel like that's better than that. Yeah, Tarantula. Yeah.
No, Mystical, yeah. I'll give him. I like Mystical.
If we, like I said, we talking straight music, like not like all this stuff murks your mind about the music. But I'm talking, it don't.
Strictly on music.
So yeah, strictly. But but yeah, like I said, this is definitely a high-profile case, especially if I think it's. I would have to check, but I'm pretty sure it's either going to be in a. If he's, I forget if he's New Orleans or Baton Rouge, but if it's Baton Rouge, it's even bigger. But oh yeah, I forgot about Boozy too. I completely forgot about Boozy. But yeah, I feel bad for the woman. Like I said, Mystical got to clear his name before I say anything about how I feel about Mystical. And he got it. I know he got it, man. Mystical's, yeah, like.
He got all of his money, but he got it.
Well, first thing is 10%. We always 10% under. It's probably under a mil. Probably like 300,000. What? Probably 300,000. It's probably more than that.
Wait, 10%?
Yeah, 10%.
Oh, then yeah, it's 300,000.
Yeah. So I believe, like, my thing is, I don't know. I never picture Mystical as a spend too much money type of person. I don't ever see him out like that.
I feel like he got enough.
Like if this was Plies, I'd be like, yeah, he ain't got no cash.
No, he did. What's that? Just a Little Thick with he at least probably got a little bit of money from that.
I don't know if anybody made any money off that song. I don't know how you make money off these videos that I'm pretty sure are only being played on YouTube. Yeah. And like What's that other music site that people have been doing? The New Nation joint or whatever.
Reverb.
Yeah, Reverb Nation. Like, I don't know how you're making money off of post. Like, you still need to make music videos and shit. I just don't know how to make money off it. I feel like you lose more money than you make on music videos these days.
I think it cancels out.
Cancels out
to some extent, or you probably get a little bit, depending on if anybody buys any.
In Trinidad, James is independent, so that was definitely all out of pocket cash on the music video.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you got Little Dicky too. I mean, you got a nice blend of like.
So everybody on that song was an independent rapper.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a bad thing. Shout out to independent rap. That money was put out of pocket by these niggas. So what? Just Little Thick is gonna be the last like mystical song too. Like, it's basically to me. If he gets indicted on this the second time at the rap, it's the end of his career. If he doesn't get more than 15, I'd be shocked because it's a federal crime and rape will get you a couple of years.
That's
The show is still on.
Like I said, I know his last biggest hit was the joint he had with Bruno Mars a couple of years ago, which that's why I believe he should have $300,000 somewhere. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, so that would be the clean reason. Like, if you don't got 300,000, and then what are we talking about anyway? Like, then yeah, you just gonna ride. Like, I don't see my thing is after you became big, there should be like a limit of like, well, I have this much cash, it's time to go do a show. And it should never get below a certain amount of money. If you've had this much money at one point.
That's a logical way of thinking, but I doubt any entertainment really lives by that logic.
No, you're right, because I've seen the 30 for 30s about sports players, and I consider sports players and rappers musicians around the same play. Mostly rappers. Like, I do think rappers are in a different place in music than other people that do music, and it comes to the idea of saving money. Yeah.
It's almost like you have to buy all that extravagant shit.
Right.
You be taken seriously in music. That's that in the world of rap.
Yeah.
We also have some news about Charlie Villanueva and Le'Veon Bell. Every year, there are some special people that always end up in video games and different titles outside of their regular sports or professions. This year, Call of Duty World War II will feature Le'Veon Bell and Andre Villanueva as characters in the game that you can play and interact with.
That's pretty dope.
It's gonna be different.
So that's what he was doing on his free time.
Again, if Villanueva is part of this, Villanueva was in training camp. You can't just be like, well, Bell must have been doing all this when he wasn't there. I don't know what Bell was doing when he wasn't there. But and also it's animated. It isn't like this is a hardcore Henry of video games. Like, they
just probably had to go like do a couple face like photos or whatnot.
Face scans.
Yeah, and that's about it.
So I want to know if they're gonna have like a black and yellow skin for the game or something, like, and you get like Steeler uniforms as Army uniforms.
Oh, for your option, like, that'd be pretty cool. Online or whatnot, that'd be kind of cool. I haven't played a Call of Duty game in a long time.
Call of Duty fell off for me a while ago.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tom Clancy, Rainbow, any all the other joints. Like, I'd rather play those. If we ever go, like, one day we'll go to a serious video game competition. I'm gonna get into that. But on other news, and this is something we talk about a lot, but veteran rapper Currency came out and says he's tired of rappers rapping over pre-made songs or like vocals. So that seems to be like a topic. Like, it's a topic for me because people in Pittsburgh love doing it, just rapping over vocals, like live.
Oh.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
You can do your own thing.
Yeah, like, to me, especially after, like, I went to a live Bone Thugs concert for the first time this year. And if Bone Thugs and how they rap together could do their live performance without doing that, then I don't know how anybody else can. Yeah. Because if you rapping slower than that and you can't rap over your vocals, like I said, hooks are fine. I understand that hooks have melodies and stuff that you might not be able to just pitch with. But if your verses ain't live, I can't rock with you.
Yeah, like, there's weird distortions and whatnot.
Yeah, you definitely recording your verse. So how are you not being able to,
Well, no, because there's this new thing about just rapping quick, like a bar going back. Yeah. So a lot of dudes are punching in and just getting the songs out of that. That's what I hear Future does. Is he just says a couple bars, goes back, gets something, says a couple bars, and then they figure out how to put it together.
Those sessions take all day. I had a homie that did that. It flowed so fast, but it was all punching. Like, when you heard the final part, you're like, oh, dude, dope. 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
To get that, like, just all the little, like, so, I don't know. It's almost like rhyming. Like, you hear a song, like, oh, yeah, dope.
Oh, yeah, Game got in trouble for that a couple of years ago because he was doing that and he was speeding up his his vocals. It was funny as shit because I remember he was like, I've never heard Game spit this fast before. 24 hours later, it's like Game's vocals were sped up. I'm like, okay.
Why you perform songs that you can't remember or can't perform live? Like that's just because you make songs out.
No, yeah, not every song has to be performed live. You're right about that.
Yeah,
and I wonder that sometimes. There'll be times when I see artists and I'm seeing their sets and stuff, and I'll be like, wow, I wish he performed this song. Like, really, truly cannot perform this song. Y'all remember? Like, you ever see Lil Wayne perform Lollipop Live when it was like a big song? It was like the thing he had to perform because it was the big song. He couldn't do it. I remember watching it on MTV one time, and it was like he would get to the hook. He'd be like, "Sang my song," because he couldn't do the Lollipop. He couldn't do the hook. He couldn't sing the hook.
Yeah, exactly.
R.I.P. to Static Major because he was gone too, and it was like a duet hook with Static. Oh yeah, so yeah, like I've seen it a lot, and especially when it comes to your hit. That's why I worry about a lot of artists. Like I like autotune, but I worry about it when your hit turns into the autotune hit, and it's like, ooh, so now you gonna perform that at the show? Because you know we don't got the mics here at this place to do that. Seriously, like they're thinking now that they're gonna get the auto-tune mics, and they're like, not everybody out here with the auto-tune mic. Yeah. So and that opens you up to technical difficulties too. Like if you have to like stop your set to get the auto-tune joint right, like because all your other joint, like you might have one joint with that.
It'd be like too high or it'll be like off.
You come out sounding like Darth Vader for 30 seconds. Think of that. Like that'd be funny as shit. Though, like if you fucked up doing that, if you had a live show, like not if you weren't like big and you just had a live show where you had the mic. Yeah, this is my first time getting auto tune. Like come out. I am your father. It sounds dark as fuck. Yeah. Just deep and dark as fuck. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna get the mic fix. I'm gonna get the mic fix. Like no, your set's like 15 minutes, bro. Yo, just give me some time. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, so you're stuck once. Yeah. There's actually a black guy named Darth Vader.
Like a rapper or just a black guy?
Just a guy.
Oh yeah. Is it like is it like an African warlord?
No, it's just a regular dude.
Yeah.
Who's on that to tell the truth with Anthony Anderson. There's like a black guy and two white dudes. It's like my legit name is Darth Vader Williamson. That's kind of how I answer. Like Williamson is a black guy.
I feel so like I would hate my parents if like I was black and they named me Dark.
But as we said, the mom agreed with the dad to do it, and it's like to know that he's the only one out there. It was something wild, but yeah, his friends call him Vader.
Vader.
I mean, having the nickname, yeah, you know, because you're not calling me Dark. Yeah. Like, I don't care what that says on my birth certificate. You ain't calling me Dark.
No, Dark, not Darth.
Oh, Darth.
Darth. Okay. Yeah, that's not dark. Not Dark Vader.
No, I really thought you were saying Dark. I thought he was like they called him Dark.
No.
That was just
okay. No, if it's Darth, that's still weird. But no,
They close. They far off.
I'm gonna say no. If it's Darth, it's still weird. But no, I thought like it was like no, they called him. Yeah, I thought they were calling him
Vader out there.
Yeah, like I thought it was a play on words from the word Darth. I know Darth Vader. No, I was like, no, they called it. They just play on words. Fucking Star Wars called this nigga Dark. I'm not. All right, you still ain't calling me Darth either. Yeah. I was thinking about Dave Chappelle. Like this is fucked up.
Yeah, they call him. When you say that, Darth Vader just popped my head. Just watch that. All right.
In other news, hospital nurse fired today because she had a Snapchat video of her with the babies and calling them mini Satans and telling them we can't wait to get these mini Satans out the hospital and shit. We hate these babies and shit. And it's like all on Snapchat while and they're like playing with people's babies like fucking Pinocchio and shit.
Oh, yo, that's no, you don't do that. That's like. That's a wrap. You lose your license, you lose your career.
You're gonna get these hands from somebody. That's what you're going to get.
Well, yeah, you're gonna get the hands. Well, no, the hands are that's first, but after that, you lose everything after that.
Yeah.
So that's a HIPAA violation too.
Okay, you have to explain that one, James.
HIPAA is like the medical protection, so you can't release information about patients, photos. Like any type of information.
Okay, no, but he has some medical background, so when he's going to say shit like that, I just need him to explain it. Not all of us is intelligent in that field as you.
So yeah, if you were to say oh, I had this person as my patient, you tell them that's all right, you broke the HIPAA law. If you take a picture of a patient, if they don't allow it, you can't do that. So you got to keep that under wrap. that, but she just blew that up, so she loses everything. So I mean, that's what it is.
On the other news, it has been since I would say since he was a teenager. I'm not actually sure. I don't know his background that much, but Gucci Mane is finally off probation.
Really?
Off papers. He can leave the state of Georgia without having to tell his PO. Like, think about having to be Gucci's PO. Like, oh, I got to be in Arizona tomorrow. Can you clear that? I got to be in Canada next. Can you clear that? I need to go. Like every time. Your probation officer is damn near your manager.
He's like, all right.
Like, I couldn't imagine that. You better get paid. Like, and I'm talking about like Gucci got to be sliding you some cash at this point. Because like to be able to move around the country freely on probation like Gucci does. Like some rappers do mini tours. Gucci's moving. Like I've seen Gucci's tour schedule. On top of that, Gucci also dropped his new book today. I have to find the name of it because this is just showing the picture of the new book.
What is it? Finally getting out of probation? Off of probation. What is it? What's it called?
Again, it just had the article I just says he dropped his new book today. You cannot read the name of that book on that picture.
The autobiography of Gucci Mane with, I can't read who this person. I'm sorry, but it's just an autobiography. I'm not ready for that. Well, let's wait another.
No. It's time for the autobiography because at this point,
you think you might have to do a part 2 at this point?
Yeah, because at this point, the thing is, Gucci's literally this is the only time we don't see this a lot. Gucci has closed a chapter of his life.
Yeah.
Like,
no, absolutely. He's on a whole another book. He's on a whole different type of like. He was on sci-fi. Now he's like, we're talking like poetry on like like he just switched it all up.
Okay, that was a wild.
Or nonfiction. I don't know.
Okay, well, I was just gonna go Pregnant Gucci to Clone Gucci, the autobiography of Gucci.
Nothing.
But yeah, we went from Pregnant Gucci to Clone Gucci. So
Pregnant Gucci to Clone Gucci. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like this is Clone Gucci.
Old school Gucci,
Or
you got the new release white tee Gucci. It's 2 eras of Gucci. Like,
Yeah,
I like the old Gucci. I like out of jail.
But I feel like the autobiography of old Gucci though.
That's all.
Like I need a Morgan Freeman reading.
Oh,
the autobiography of Gucci.
Okay.
I bet.
Bro,
I woke up. I hit the lean a little bit, and I decided it was time to get an ice cream cone with a lightning bolt on my face.
Stop.
So yeah, like I said, when you say it's like it's too early for autobiography, like no, you don't understand how like where Gucci's career is now about to go.
He needs to get that out.
Busting a bottle over an army veteran's head.
oh yeah, damn.
So, and again, just like Malachi just said, I'm a fan of the new Gucci. I like a lot of the new Gucci songs. So yeah, like I said, we definitely need to get the autobiography of OG Gucci. So we definitely getting that. And again, shout out to him getting off probation because I don't think we highlight enough of the positive things that happen in rap. Even though that doesn't shock me at all. That Gucci being 37.
It does for other arguments when people always say that other person's old or old school or something like that. It's like your favorite artist is Gucci, and Gucci's old too. Like, so that's my new like.
We're gonna talk about father issues today. Master P played a round of horse of some sort with his son Little Romeo, and it was a bet on the game. The bet was that Little Romeo would have to cut his hair. Little Romeo's always had somewhat long hair. Apparently, when I'm looking at this picture, he dyed it blonde, but he had like a blonde afro.
Yeah, I see that.
And Master P, I guess, got sick of it and said, "Hey man, I hit this shot. You want to cut your hair." No matter how good Little Romeo think he was at basketball, he has to remember his dad had a D1 scholarship, and he had tryouts with the Pistons for Charlotte. Yeah, so your dad has skills. Even if like to me, people don't understand. If you got to the chance of a tryout back when Master P was young, that's basically D League. He still will roast you. Like that's so yeah, you lost your hair on a dummy's bet. Personally, I'd never bet my hair on anything.
Yeah.
No.
You just knew you were going to cut it across. You must have been ready to cut it.
Yeah, you're ready. You're ready to cut it because you're like, you don't just go ahead and throw out that bet.
Big report out today about the Super Bowl halftime show. Jay-Z turned it down.
Wait, oh shit.
I never thought we was gonna see another rap one.
Yeah, I think we just blew it. We're gonna turn it down.
Right.
Oh man.
So some people think it might be because of Colin Kaepernick and some of the things with the NFL. That sucks because I really think Jay-Z's like I can't think of any other rappers currently that would have a chance.
Where's the?
You say 2 Chainz?
Yeah.
What is the Super Bowl in 2 years is going to be in Atlanta? So
that's where you said Jay-Z's going to do this year's Super Bowl.
That one would be in this year's Super Bowl is going to Minnesota.
Right, so he wasn't going that one.
No, this would have been this year.
Right. I thought they had already picked the Super Bowl.
Yeah, this year's. No, not yet. Not this year. It might have been. Let me check. Well, let's check that out real quick.
Wait, last year? Wait, this year's?
Yeah, they haven't picked this year's Super Bowl halftime show yet, I think.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, this is Super Bowl Minnesota. Just remember, land of the lakes. But like I think it's next year or 2 years because Atlanta's new stadium just opened, and there's like a rule in the NFL where you have that your stadium has to be open for a year before you host a Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, those.
Yeah, Lady Gaga jumped off the stadium this year. Remember, it would be 2018 because the Super Bowl next year is 2018. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so Jay-Z turned out like, and again, like I don't know if we need a poll for this, but who would be like, and be serious, like don't be saying bullshit names. Like there's a certain level. If the NFL and whatever TV affiliate has the Super Bowl this year, I'm assuming it's not Fox, because Fox isn't putting the rappers on in the Super Bowl. So CBS or
Childish Gambino?
Maybe, but he'd be singing. I'm basically thinking.
And they don't have a lot of.
He's not big enough.
Who else?
Besides the single.
Drake. I don't want it, but I'm just saying. Be a corny ass Super Bowl halftime show.
It would
be corny as fuck. But yeah, like there's not a lot because Eminem can't do it. He's too R-rated for Eminem to do it.
I just need it to be someone who has a bunch of hits. Like multiple artists that you can bring out. Because halftime is always about the surprise.
Pharrell?
DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled.
Come on.
Because then he can bring anybody.
It would be just everybody. Everybody will come out. DJ Khaled, who would just be like, all right, we're going to bring
I feel like that's how you get the okie doke over the NFL's hit.
You still have to do something on your own.
What is he going to do?
He's not doing anything.
He'll bring out his son. I don't know.
Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
Quavo.
Justin Bieber.
It's Lil Wayne. It would be the biggest spoof in NFL history. Like because I bet Roger Goodell wouldn't know to do. Just say DJ Khaled and put up the numbers to show Roger Goodell the numbers. He'll be like, oh yeah, he has enough numbers and it's clean. Yeah, he doesn't swear at all. He never swears because all he says is we the best. DJ Khaled. Just give him all the false information he didn't need, and then he'll show up to the Super Bowl. It's like, well, is that Lil Wayne? Is that Boozy Badass on? Like, I'm seeing names that I've never heard. You didn't say this. Well, DJ Khaled, all his songs.
J. Cole.
Is J. Cole? I'd be fine with that.
How about Pharrell?
The Super Bowl.
I mean, he may turn it down, but I mean, just saying people who would kill it and had an audience that would.
I understand J. Cole.
I think J. Cole could be doing that.
See, this one's gonna be weird. I would say Kendrick, but I need all the black hippies to at least come and do something, like Vice or Vice City or something.
We all want that, but
they have songs.
It's commercial enough that everybody.
I think Kendrick would do it.
Yeah. Do something controversial. Like, it's one of them,
I think this is why
they'll definitely do something.
Yeah. I think this is why they're opening up to having somebody because I think we're like noticing like, well, y'all can't. One thing, Beyonce was it because I thought after Beyonce performed, we wasn't gonna get no more black people for a while. Unless y'all was gonna bring out Hootie. I'm telling you, they would walk up and do Hootie and they'd be like, well, we did it for black people.
What does it mean?
The NFL's ignorant enough to try it.
I don't think they're gonna do any more stuff like that this year. Like it's got no camera back. They ain't trying to do nothing else.
You wouldn't want Pharrell.
I'd do Pharrell. I feel like
he has old stuff, new stuff. He did enough features that no one can come out.
Yeah. Everybody.
And he did the NBA All-Star halftime show like 2 years ago when Happy came out. So yeah, Pharrell would work.
I mean, that's Andre 3000.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, Outkast. That's the
Andre and say Outkast is doing it.
That's the Atlanta Super Bowl next year. I think 2019. Atlanta Super Bowl. That's what they need to petition because everybody out here trying to petition to do Quavo shit. Outkast. Atlanta Super Bowl. I think it's 2019.
Okay. And that sounds like 2 hours long. It was just like
they won't
yeah, we'll never see this thing. The players that come back out to the field on the street. The players that come out the locker room in their street clothes, like the players that come out in the street clothes and start washing it and shit. So yeah, no, Outkast is definitely the.
Outkast would be the best,
and Outkast is realistic to me too.
Yeah,
like
it's a lot of times.
Yes. CeeLo, you get CeeLo out there with the Dungeon family.
Yeah, we get CeeLo back here. I don't know that. And then you get
like I said, I think Slick Rick could come out.
Oh shit!
Like the Slick Rick. Slick Rick. Man, I'm like, yeah, don't.
But I thought
I'm telling you, you could get some legends out here for this Outkast. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
So deep too, you don't know where it's going. So that's probably the best for this year, next year.
Any. So yeah, I think our best.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, I think our best chance is definitely Outkast. For what the best one I think for the LA Super Bowl in a couple of years is for rap. I think would be Snoop.
Snoop.
I think Snoop is realistic.
No, but I thought they usually try not to have somebody that might be controversial.
Snoop is like the
no, with a team because they usually try not to pick people that are about a team.
So first thing, shout out to Snoop for repping Pittsburgh and Steelers, man. But he is the biggest bandwagon fan. Snoop Dogg is the only fan of the Steelers and the Cowboys at the same time.
And that we don't do that.
That makes no sense if you're still a fan.
You never know that? Look that up. Snoop has come out and said he's a Cowboys fan.
But he ain't out. I mean, there's probably he's definitely wasn't crazy to know that.
No, you watch out.
Everybody knows that because it's pushed on. Like we know.
If you
had problems, like the reason we got those Super Bowls, like we played them, like that's.
And they have like what 2 Super Bowls against us too.
Yeah.
So
rivalry, the whole American team thing comes from Pittsburgh and Dallas.
Yeah.
So like.
So yeah, so like I said, love Snoop, legend and all that. He is the biggest bandwagon fan I've ever heard of. Like outside of the person sitting next to me.
Oh shit.
He knows he's a bandwagon fan.
I'm not a bandwagon. I have certain teams.
You have 5 teams.
I have
what? 5 NFL teams?
I'm just saying, like I would rather. I have a preference. There's a preference level. What?
Whole division. This is my squad.
He picks one team from each division.
Yeah, you gotta have a. You gotta like. There's like.
Again, I don't talk shit unless I know it's facts. Like it's like I ain't trying to just be shading people for no reason.
No. Yeah.
You're just happy every season. Like
no. I'm never happy. You just want to see like okay.
I tell everybody like everybody knows me. My squad is the Rams because they always go out early. Then I root for the Steelers and the Bears because it's my city and my second home. My squad is the Rams. No, the difference is I ain't wearing nobody. I only wear Rams jerseys and throwbacks. That's it. Rams jerseys and throwbacks. So like the Marvin Harrison jersey, I'm damn sure not a Colts fan, but Marvin Harrison's that nigga. So I got Michael Vick jerseys. Like I got throwback jerseys, but I ain't repping them teams.
Y'all sports science has got real questionable. You guys.
But him again, I have a criteria. I have rules to my sports team. He out here just like, all right, man, you got to indict you. All right, man, I like your city. I feel sorry for you. Like half the teams you like, you feel bad for them. You feel bad for Jacksonville. Keep it real.
I always like Jacksonville as a winning. They were winning at one time.
You feel bad for them now.
Yeah. They were, yeah.
The first and second season.
Just like the first couple seasons.
The first and second season when they were like brand new teams. They went like 11 and everything, 2 or something like that. So he was like 7 years old.
But I mean, like after a little bit after, then you got like MJD, Maurice Drew coming up.
It was terrible when Maurice Drew was.
But he was like, oh, he's good. I mean, I don't know. I'm not. We don't need to get up into all the random teams.
All right, people. All right, so we about to take another break here, see what's going on with our next segment with the interviews and the food tasting. But again, this is Jay Skyline and James, GM Worldwide Radio, presenting Unfiltered. We'll be right back, y'all. Let's get into this music a little bit. I don't know what to do, man, because I know it's still on. It never